Your resume says responsible for, responsible for, and the job description that you're going to apply for reads own intake, hit SLAs or service level agreements, report weekly. You're getting skipped. So in the next 12 minutes, I'll show you how to rewrite your lines so that private sector recruiters say, finally, this is the one. So welcome to Public to Private Careers. I'm Cynthia, HR leader and coach. Today we'll take a real job description, pull out the hiring nouns, and convert 3 government style duty lines into private sector impact bullets for your resume and LinkedIn profile. You'll leave with a repeatable script that you can just fill in the template. So here's the plan. Grab that job description nouns. Map your public work to those nouns. Then convert your duties to impact with metrics. And last but not least, paste them into your resume and your LinkedIn profile without breaking the ATS, applicant tracking system. Private companies hire for outcomes and ownership. The nouns in their job descriptions tell you what they value. Think intake, SLA, stakeholders, cycle time, backlog, adoption, executive reporting, and SOP, or standard operating procedures. Open the job description and highlight 5 buckets. The first one would be processes, which would include onboarding and intake. The next is tools, such as Workday, ServiceNow, Salesforce, Jira, and SharePoint. Those platforms that you use to do your work every day. Then stakeholders. That's the third bucket. That includes operations, finance, vendors, and customers. The people part. Then consider the metrics, such as SLAs, which are service level agreements, cycle time, and backlog. Then last but not least are the deliverables. What was accomplished or created or developed as a result of the action that took place within those other 4 buckets. And those include SOPs, standard operating procedures, dashboards, and playbooks. So now translate your experience using this sentence. I did, what is that thing that you did, for whom? So they could do what? Using what tool or process? So I did a thing for whom so they could get a certain result using these processes and tools. So let's drive it home with a few examples. Number 1, public sector speak might read something like processed citizens' inquiries. However, the job description noun is intake/SLA, service level agreement. So you want to map your processing of citizens' inquiries in the public sector to the private sector's job description now and You might come up with something like this: standardized intake for resident service requests and kept response SLA under 24 hours. Impressive, right? Let's do another one. Public sector speak might read something like coordinated with multiple agencies. Now, the job description noun here is stakeholders and schedule. That's what the job description nouns are here. So when you map it all out and map your coordinating with multiple agencies to the job description nouns of stakeholders, which are the people, and the schedule that was impacted, you might come up with an impressive statement that reads, aligned cross-functional stakeholders across 4 departments to keep releases on schedule. So how about them apples? And just for kicks, let's try another one. This will be our last one. Public sector speak for a veteran, those who have served our country so selflessly. A veteran may have on their resume, may indicate that they maintained readiness documentation. Now, here, the job description noun is standardized documentation and audits. So when you map it out, map this veteran's um, public sector experience to the job description now, let's see what you think about this statement. Standardized documentation and achieved 0 audit findings over 4 quarters. Check that out. Very impressive. Very, very nice. So use this bullet pattern to sound like an operator. So remember what we did in the last segment. Impact verb plus what plus for whom plus business lever plus metric or range. And the business levers here are time, cost, risk, quality, and adoption. So those are the business levers that private sector employers are in search of. So we also want to consider impact verbs in this particular instance, such as drove, reduced, shortened, improved, streamlined, standardized, implemented, automated, coordinated, and delivered. Pretty impactful, huh? So convert these 3 lines. Let's convert them together. If your first line says that you assisted with purchasing, let's see how we can jazz that up for the private sector. To processed purchase requests within 3 business days, keeping audit-ready documentation and reducing rework tickets by approximately 20%. Doesn't that sound that person can join your organization and make a difference pretty quickly? Or what if you prepared reports for leadership? You would want to say to the private sector that you delivered executive ready reporting tied to cycle time and backlog, enabling weekly prioritization and cutting stale tickets by 30%. And then if you ensured compliance with policy, you might want to enhance that by saying that you maintained 100% compliance across 120 plus case files per quarter, achieving 0 audit findings and reducing rework time. So see how engaging that is, and that is what private sector employers are looking for. So that's called private sector speak. And you may be wondering, what if I don't have numbers? but you can add metrics even if you don't have real numbers. And we're going to take a look at this. So if you have no numbers, use ranges or frequency, such as 20 to 30 per week. Or you might say under 48 hours, or quarterly, or zero findings, or greater than or equal to 90% completion. So use time words that recruiters recognize, like day one readiness, first response time, cycle time, on time delivery, or adoption time, for example. Then, when it's time for you to update your resume, you want to place those those impact statements as bullet points on your resume and your LinkedIn profile. So, when you're updating your resume, put the strongest 3 to 5 impact bullets under each role, then reuse the job description nouns. Don't keyword dump. You need to make sure that as you use keywords, you use them truthfully and wisely. You want to weave them in throughout your resume and your LinkedIn profile naturally, where it doesn't look like you're making up stuff. Then save your file. And you always want to save your file in a business appropriate format with your first name dash last name dash target role dot PDF. So you're going to save it as a PDF file. Then when it comes time for you to update your LinkedIn profile, you use a headline such as ops/support intake, SLA, reporting, reduce cycle time, and rework. So, what you're sharing with the potential employer is that you are an operations and support professional who specializes in intake and service level agreement fulfillment, as well as reporting, which leads to reduced cycle time and less rework. So, in your About section of your LinkedIn profile, paste one power statement plus two of the best bullet points that you created in the previous section. And then for your experience, mirror your resume bullets with mirror your LinkedIn profile bullets to the resume bullets that you revamped, and include the tools, some of the tools that you've worked with that could be Workday, ServiceNow, Salesforce, Jira, SharePoint, etc. And make sure that they are truthful. Always got to stay above board. So today you learn to extract hiring nouns, map your public work to private language, and convert duties into impact with metrics. So grab my job description noun mapper and bullet builder templates below. I'll have the link in the description below, and if reach out to me because my goal is to help you to live your best career life. Now, if you got value from this video, I'm going to ask you to do me a favor. First, click on the like button to let the algorithm know that this is valuable information that others need to get, and that'll help me to help more people out just like you who are trying to get to the point of living their best career life as well. Then subscribe to my channel so that you'll be and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I drop new content. And um, when you're ready, make sure that you also share the information with your network as well, because I'm sure there's someone else in your network who would love to have this valuable information that you are getting. So that's about it for me. I will also put in the description links to my custom GPTs that can help you to fine tune your job search documents, starting with your resume, as well as help you throughout every area of your job search. Have developed a coaching program, one for public to private sector employee or employees who want to make that transition from the public sector to the private sector. Then we have the one for aspiring HR pros. So, as you all know, I have 32 plus years in human resources. And that, if people didn't help me along my career, I don't know where I would be. So my goal with the HR Career Launchpad is in my HR Career Ascension Hub community on the school platform is that um, I want to help shape and mold the new generation of HR professionals. And those links will be in the description below as well. So I'm so glad that you decided to join me. And I hope again that you receive value. And I hope that you will stop by again in the near future because I'm very glad that you're here. Career success to you. And remember, you're not starting over, you're just pivoting. Bye bye.